that the reference come off.
It's
there.
yep. Right then, 840D project. We've done an introduction video to this project where we went and picked it up. Well, I dropped Tony to pick it up and we were like 4 hours away, so we're miles away. We did a quick fault code scan when we were there. Nothing concerning, they all cleared. We just thought it had been left for quite a while and there were a battery voltage where it had gone low and pinged up a load of fault codes. So, all good when we first bought it. Tony drove it home. I think it was, what, a few days later when we got another fault code come up, we scanned it, got the fault codes here. I get Adam to put them up again. Some of them not concerning, some of them a little bit more concerning. We've got a boost pressure, control deviation issue, boost pressure low. We thought that might be the air filter because that was looking quite tired, plenty of leaves in there. So we put a new filter in, seemed to help a little bit, but didn't fully cure the problem. Then, because we still had the issue, we thought it might be a small turbo problem. Paul's done some diagnostics on that and found a crimped vacuum pipe.
Snipped vacuum pipe between the back of the engine by the lifting eyes. So if somebody's worked on it previously and just shoved it in there or trapped it in when they've had cam cover off, that was fully pinched off.
So we've untrapped it and fingers crossed that's sorted the boost problem.
Hopefully.
But we'll know when we take it out for a road test. The other concerning faults were basically for the transfer. We think it's something to do with the transfer. Front and rear axle speed from DSC failed. So we're not 100% sure yet, but Paul's been inspecting it on the ramp and we found something that's rather concerning.
Yeah.
So
well, we noticed the rubber donut on the prop shaft is split everywhere. And then when I was looking at that, we noticed that the reference come off.
It's
there.
Yep.
That's the air strap for the diff. And then
strap delete.
There's one up here as well that's completely gone.
Nice.
So we're up and that's going to be his drivetrain faults.
So yeah, first jobs, get both earthing straps changed over, like Paul said. Fingers crossed, it's a simple fix. That's his drivetrain fault. Because there is a fault on the front and the back, maybe there's another earth wire on the front, but if you come down here, as with most modern cars, everything is covered up. Can't see anything at the minute, so until we get these covers off, we'll not know. But we'll do the rear first. The only other concerning things, Paul, front pads were a bit low.
Front pads are a bit low, and one of the rear tyres is a bit shoddy, but...
Rear tyre starting to split on the outer edge. I think that tyre is
2 years older than the rest of them.
2 years older than that one.
But then the front pad at Sport 5s, not 3s.
Yeah, so do you reckon this has had like some part warns on or just some old stock tyres, something like that?
Because the car is an X-Drive, it might be the tyre differences front to rear that might be causing the transfer problems.
Yeah, because we had that problem with Ryan's 3 Series.
Yeah, 335D.
Yeah, the X-Drives are very temperamental for wheel speed. So even if you've got all the same size tyres all the way around, but you've got full tread on the front ones and the rear ones getting quite low on the tread, that small percentage difference between front and rear can play havoc with the X-Drive system. So maybe it's just something as simple as that, but we found some issues that we're going to fix first. So we'll get them done, see if it fixes it.
Yeah.
So we are back on the 840D. We just pulled it in the workshop. I think the last part of this video, quite a few weeks ago now, so I need to jog my memory. But I think we had it on the Ram. We'd just done the prop donut, we'd done the gearbox service, we'd replaced the earth straps underneath. If I've missed any bits off, you've probably already watched video, so you know what we've done. Unfortunately, we do still have quite a few faults. So what we did previously didn't fix those. We'll get Adam to put up on the screen the list of faults that are still present. If you can help with those, if you've got any experience with these faults before, I think we might have asked on the first video when we've purchased it. But again, if you've experienced these faults before, if you've got any ideas what it might be, like I said, we've done the basics. We thought it might fix it. It hasn't. Scott's been driving this round for, like I said, several weeks now, and the faults are not causing any problems. It's just annoying that they're still there. I think one of the faults is down to the small turbos. We had a boost fault. I think Paul said he found an issue with the vacuum pipe. We fixed that, but that didn't fix the problem. So we're thinking the small turbo isn't performing how it should be, or it's not getting the right amount of air. So it could be carbon built up in the EGR system, something along those lines. Again, it's not causing a massive problem, but if we were to tune this, it's probably not going to do the power figures we'd expect it to do. I suppose if it is a small turbo, it could mean we're going to fit hybrid turbos on this, or because we haven't actually done that much on these 40D engines, B57, we might just put a standard small turbo back on there, tune it, do it in stages like we normally would to see what power we can get out of it with just a remap, obviously intercooler upgrades, and then look at tuning it even more with the hybrids and stuff like that. Anyway, I think I've waffled on about previous problems. The reason why we got it in the workshop today is to actually do some upgrades, so the fun bits. So let's have a look what we're going to be fitting. So, first on the list, the thing that can make or break many vehicles, the wheels. So, we've already had a set of these 240 ZF8s for the race cars. I've got a set on my car, they were all 18s. The 20-inch versions have just been released, so this is one of the first sets in the UK, 20-inch, floor forged. We're going for a staggered setup on this to pretty much match, or at least be very similar to the stock setup. I think we've spec'd them to be about 5mm further out than the stock ones. In part of trying to diagnose the drivetrain issues, we put a fresh set of Yokohama V107s on there. So we spec'd up the new wheels, so we knew that we could just use these tyres and swap them straight over. So I think those are going to look pretty good on there. Be very, very careful. We've already put new pads in. We were just waiting on the disc to arrive. So we've got brand new Brembo discs for the front. And then, obviously, you can't just put a set of wheels on there at stock ride, right? So we've ordered in a set of H&R Lowering springs. I think these are about 30mm drop off the top of my head. Does it say on the box? No, but Adam can put it in. I think they're about 30mm anyway. It sits pretty nice anyway. We've been like the M Performance, M Sport model, whatever you want to call it. So I think they're slightly lower than just a box standard. So yeah, I think it should look pretty good when it's done. So let's crack on. Check back in a few hours. Obviously it's raining while I'm doing this video, but the wheels and the lowering springs are now on the 840D. Being pretty honest, I think the grey suits the car really, really nice. I was a bit unsure of the colour on the car when we first bought this, but it is kind of growing on me. I think the metallic anthracite wheels match it pretty well. If you actually go to the back of the car, the rear valance, just this bit here, it's pretty much colour match for the wheels. So yeah, definitely think it looks good. Springs are probably going to settle a little bit more over the next week or so, but yeah, overall pretty happy with it. What do you think? Do you like the new ZF8s in 20-inch? We could have probably gone a little bit more aggressive with the offset, but nothing that a set of spacers can't sort out. So if you've got an 840D or an 8 Series, or I suppose any other car, the wheels are on the website. We'll have the H&R Lowering springs listed on there as well. This is going to be at a car show tomorrow, along with obviously quite a few other cars that we've got. So yeah, let's get it clean, although can't see there being much point in this weather. And then yeah, onto the next part of this video, which I suppose is either further diagnostics on the turbo or just replacing the turbo, maybe even upgrades. So if you want to see where this project goes next, make sure you subscribe, like this video as well for the algorithms please. See you in the next one.